A lot of people go to the gym to impress others and to get validation. This is something that I am covering a lot on this channel. A lot of people don't seem to have very pure intentions to go to the gym. And I believe that this will negatively impact you in the future if you are this sort of individual as well. For me personally, I go to the gym because I want to be a strong father one day. I want to be prepared for the future. I really recommend you have this conversation with yourself. And it's not unproductive if you're just like me when I got to low body fat this summer. And the only reason why I went to the gym for so many years, and this has only just changed recently, is because I wanted to impress other people, to maybe get girls, to get respect as a young man. And these things will come, but it shouldn't be the focal point of why you go to the gym. A lot of us go to the gym seemingly for very insecure reasons. Whether you got bullied in a gym, you just want to be bigger and command respect, whatever your reasons are. If your reasons for going to the gym are very positive, then this video is not for you. But for me personally, it was because I just wanted to impress girls and to clear away my insecurities of my body. And eventually, even though I got down to very low body fat this summer and I was very happy with my physique, and there's still a way to go. Chasing beauty is not worth the pursuit. It's chasing for a future. For me, be a strong father one day, be prepared later in life. By the age of 50, when you're middle-aged, or after 40 years old, not only does your testosterone go down, your muscle mass goes down by like 1% every year. And you can see that with a lot of older people who neglected their health. They suffer. And they suffer physically, getting around, and I'm seeing this with my grandparents who are in their mid-80s. Yet there are some people who are 70 years old, busting out calisthenics, muscle-ups, and who have really looked after themselves. And I've made videos on this channel where I spoke about nutrition and fitness, and everything that I preach is not just to feel good as a young man in the moment, just like you and I, but to also about our longevity. And that seems to be not a really cool topic. A lot of people I've seen in the comments and just generally on social media, the attitude to care about your health and to live longer and to live a more prosperous life when you're older. Maybe perhaps when you're a grandparent to someone or you just become a father one day. And this is not that far away. Like, this is really like in your 30s, 40s latest for a man. You want to be ready for that point in your life. And to me, when people are commenting and talking about, oh, it doesn't matter, you're going to die one day anyway, there's no point, like, just enjoy life. Like, it's okay to not care about your nutrition 100%. You can enjoy life and just do what you want because we're all going to die anyway. That sort of attitude that I see from people really robs you of the ability to enjoy life to the fullest. It's not about how long we live. I believe it's about the quality of how we live. Just like how someone can be spending a few hours in the gym, yet someone who does quality reps for 45 minutes, less than an hour of working out, might get more results in the gym. Yet this is the common opinion of people that I've seen on my videos. And it saddens me. We have a whole generation of young men chasing looks, chasing approval, chasing likes, chasing steroids, a sponsorship. Fitness has become so vanity-based to the point where even monetizing a platform on fitness, and I'll admit this for myself, requires your best presentation. I was scared to bulk this winter because I thought if I don't look ripped and shredded, then I'm not going to get many views on my video. I'm not going to make it in the fitness genre of content that I'm posting in, which is my passion. Because I have this lingering thought on the back of my mind that all people care about is how people look. You don't just see it in fitness, you see it in dating as well. And this is not me saying that I should and you should not dismiss how you look. It's very important how you look. But if you have to bulk, if you have to look slightly unattractive for phases in your life, like me, for example, just shaved my head, where you have to lock in and sort yourself out, that's fine. As long as you're moving towards something, that's completely okay. And the problem with fitness is that as a natural bodybuilder, we need to gain weight and to lose weight. Bulk and cut, continuous cycles in order to gain muscle. And just for a small fraction of the year, heading into winter right now, you don't look your best. That's completely fine. I'm like 12% body fat right now. I was like 8% body fat. I'm still fairly lean, but I still feel that discomfort to gain weight, but I'm just going to push through it. So if you're watching this video and you're scared to bulk, then I urge you to just bulk and to make sure that you are training for performance. Fuck how you look. Who cares about that? Because at the end of the day, what I'm working towards and what you should be working towards is not looking pretty on the camera or to look amazing for the dating world 24/7. It's to actually train for performance and ensure that you are doing favors right now for your future self. You see what I mean by that? As an example, I ran for maybe 500 plus miles during my marathon training, and that got me from kind of like fat to shredded, which gave me a very good baseline to start my bulk. And that was the plan all along. And that past version of myself, and I'm in the future technically, if you think about when I was in the past running, doing all those training runs in the winter, and I hated running every day, but I did it. I did myself a favor for the future. So I'm going to do myself a favor for myself in the future, and to not give a fuck about how I look, but to ensure that I am bulking and that I'm doing everything I can to feel my best right now and to make the most amount of gains possible, even if it means I look a little bit ugly, because the future version of me will appreciate that. Sometimes this long-term thinking is what's required to, at least for me, to kind of get over the line and want to bulk and to really just care about what my future self will benefit from what I'm doing right now. So maybe that's something you should ask yourself, because this vanity form of thinking where you're chasing likes and you're wanting followers or you're wanting approval from people, you want to look your best for maybe the clubs, I don't know why you want a good physique, but any of the reasons that fit into external validation is probably the reason why you work out if you're still watching this video. You need to have this long-term thinking, because that is what is true inspiration for me. I'm not going to say motivation. Motivation comes in bursts, but you can genuinely be inspired by a future where you're working toward it. You know, it's very uncool to talk about health and longevity, but I think it's awesome if I'm like a granddad one day or a dad one day, during my entire lifetime, having a good amount of muscle mass on my frame and to be strong enough to, you know, raise my kids and to be fit and to walk around. Some people don't even have that privilege when they're older. And as a 25-year-old right now, if I'm thinking that long term for why I'm going to the gym, I allow myself permission to not really care about how I look, to be honest with you. All I care about is how I'm going to be in the future. Again, doing favors for my future self. My grandparents are struggling to move. And, you know, my granddad has stomach issues. And I know the reasons are because they just eat sugar and a very processed food diet, you know, at some point in the past. And they're suffering the consequences of that now. this is why I push nutrition so much on this channel. It's not because of a trend or to make a thing out of it. It's because it's my personal life. I am seeing the consequences of having a high processed, high sugar diet, not working out, having very frail bones and muscles and struggling to move around. When you see your own family like that, it makes me want to not just improve myself and to live a life where I don't go through that, so I can be prosperous, and if I have grandkids one day, or if I'm just a father when I'm 30, 40 years old, I'm ready. And you should be ready too. Because at the end of the day, family is all that matters, right? Do you not want to be strong for your family? Do you not want to get up every morning getting stronger for your kids? And this is all imaginary. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't particularly attract any girls majorly at this point in my life. But this is not just about SMV and increasing your sexual market value and to appeal to others. This is really about building the foundations of your fitness and finding a bigger reason to enjoy it. This is a very philosophical talk we're having right now, but it's very necessary in my opinion. Because I feel when I'm working out just for the sole purpose of vanity, and maybe you can relate to this as well, because you are doing it for other people and not yourself, and not for your future of what could be your family or something that can really get you excited, you'll go through periods of fitness where you just feel like your soul isn't fulfilled by the labor that you're putting in. Because that's what really going to the gym and doing all this exercise is all about. It is a form of labor. Yes, it's only for like really 1 hour of the day, but an inspired version of you, knowing why you're working toward a goal, can not just put in the graft that's required in every single aspect of your fitness journey. It can actually lead you to be more consistent, in my opinion. So I'm done really caring about how I look. I really care about how I feel. Because at the end of the day, the quality of our feelings is really all that dictates the quality of our life. And the quality of our life is all that matters. Someone who is poor and very in shape compared to a billionaire who's very out of shape, maybe he's got some heart problems and he's obese and struggles to walk around on his yacht. The poor individual is richer, in my opinion. So extrapolate this out to the fitness industry, where you've got fitness influencers who, I kind of talk down on fitness influencers a lot, because I just don't want to be like the norm, where they're eating processed food and showing off their six packs, trying to get views on a YouTube video that's trending on a topic. These people have issues. They have body dysmorphia, all these problems. And I know this because I was shredded and I was obsessed with how I looked, my weight and all the angles and pictures I had to take. And I didn't think that even when I was 7% body fat, that I was shredded enough. And if you're trying to cut down on your belly fat and whatnot, and you probably are, because the most common fitness topic on YouTube is how to get abs and how to lose belly fat and all this vanity stuff. People don't want to lose body fat. People just do it just so they look good. It's a vanity thing. And that's probably why you want to be ripped and shredded. And by all means, go for that goal. It's a very easy goal to pursue if you know what you're doing. And I've spoke about it a lot on this channel. And now we'll continue to speak about it. Education is important. But what's more important is your reasons for why you're doing what you're doing. And, thinking that I'm just getting stronger day in, day out for an inspiring future where I'm doing it for my family. I'm doing it for even just something very imaginary in my head. That inspires me more than being one of these influencers who just wants to just get a little bit of validation because they're insecure. And you're better than that. You don't have to be like these people. You can lead by example. So maybe you've witnessed, you know, I don't know why this theme of my fitness journey is involving a lot of old people recently, but if you're ever not feeling inspired or motivated to go to the gym, just go to a hospital. See the people that have just 1 week of their lives left or a month left. People with genuine issues, just go to the hospital for an hour. And you'll see how devastating some people's lives are. And if you're watching me, you're probably in your 20s, you're very young, very able-bodied. Why compromise that? It's very unhealthy to be shredded all the time and to, oh my God, if you're even considering of taking steroids or even just the poor mental health aspect of pursuing just the perfect physique. My opinion, better to be higher body fat with better testosterone levels and better self-positive image of yourself as opposed for having a beautiful body where you're all fucked up in the head. You have to do it the right way. And I've created a community for that. It's my school community, which is the link in the description. And I'll teach you everything about not just how I ran a marathon and how I'm in shape and training just for my performance, but how I feel my best. That is why I do fitness. And I urge you to kind of question why you do what you do. Because this stem of that insecurity of wanting to prove yourself and to validate yourself to others. Don't let fitness, which is meant to be a good thing, be the avenue for that. Let fitness be something that fuels something a little bit greater in your life, that has more pure intentions, because at the end of the day, that is what's going to keep you going and will make you make better decisions for that future self that I keep talking about. Thank you for watching. Until next time, my name is Bora, and I'm out.